Hey you guys, it's Alyssa. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be venting to you guys a little bit about the waiting season because I don't know about you guys, but I've been in the waiting season for a long time. When it comes to relationships, career, I've been seeing everyone glow up in front of me. I'm sure you have experienced the same thing where there's people around you who are just glowing up and you're just there and you're just like, oh, hello. Like everyone's like, hey, it's lit over there with them. And then you're just like, oh, I'm lit too. Like some of us are in that season and that's okay. I want to talk to you guys about the waiting season because even though I complain about being in the waiting season, we can definitely see this experience as being kind of fun and opening and opens you up to what could happen. And I think that alone is so beautiful. When it pertains to love, when it pertains to your career, when it pertains to finances, and when it pertains to any opportunity in general, if you're trying to find a way to get through this waiting season, keep watching this video. My name is Alyssa. I talk about self-love. If you're someone who doesn't enjoy spending time by yourself, or if you feel like you need other people to validate you, or you feel like you need to scroll on social media and post for that man so he can see you and give you attention, or you just feel like you need some tips and tricks on just how to live your best life without depending on anybody else, then this channel is for you. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for supporting me this far, you guys. I am definitely coming out with more content very, very soon. Let's get into it. Let's have a chat, you guys. Let's have a talk. Let's start with relationships, because a lot of us, I feel like, are going through relationship struggles where we feel like we've been single for so long. And I just saw a video, I think it was by TD Jakes, or well, it was by a pastor, and he was just saying, oh, a lot of women aren't single because something's wrong with them. They're single because they have boundaries, and when they see someone's on bullshit, they're not with that bullshit. They're not playing games. They're not trying to waste their time. Essentially, that's all single people are doing. Most of us single ladies, especially, are definitely in our single season because most men don't know how to act. There's a little small portion that does, and then there's like the vast majority that is really trash. And then when we think about it, the people who are in relationships, like most of them are trash too. You just don't know who to trust. It's just all about someone's character and if they have good character. And most times when us women, when we're meeting with men, we get intuition and we can tell what's real and what's not. We can tell what's bullshit. We can tell what's not. Some of us haven't tapped into that intuition yet, but once you tap into it as a woman, you are absolutely able to tell when someone's on bullshit, when someone's playing you. And honestly, 9 times out of 10, you already feel it. You just don't listen to it because all you're trying to do is get attention from that man or get attention from somebody. And that's what we do not want. By the way, you guys, this is not my titty showing. This is a black bra. I just want to make that be known because it can look like it's my titty, but it's actually not. I'm going to roll it down. Okay, so you can see people in these happy relationships, but most people are full of it. And us as single people, we can see that. But even though we can see that, we still get lonely and we're still like, why the hell are we still single? Why hasn't like a nice man approached us? Or why am I still waiting? And I know for me, I've been single for it's been about 3 years since I've been single. This is the longest I've ever been single. I've always been in a relationship. I had a baby very, very young. Like I've always been with a man. I want to say after like the 4th or 5th month that I was single, I was like kind of losing my shit because I'm like, I've never been single this long. So trust me, if you've been single for a while, or I know people who've been single way longer than me, but if you've been single for a while, just know a lot of us feel you. Like it's not just a you thing. It's a lot. That's why I really want us to tap into ourselves the best way that we can and tap into our power the best way we can, because if we don't, we're gonna go fucking crazy like relying on someone to make us happy, which is why this waiting season is so important, because we need to learn how to love ourselves and take this time for ourselves. Okay, we need to take this time to discover ourselves, discover what we actually want, discover what we actually like in a man or in a woman, and we need to discover what we like in a partner in general. We need to discover those things, and that's why we're in our waiting season. I want to say some of us are in our single season for various different reasons, but I've always felt deep down inside that I will be with a man of God. Okay, I made a vow to myself. I'm sharing this with you guys. I'm being vulnerable on my channel now. It's crazy. I made a vow to myself that I'm not gonna let another man make me unless he's my man. And I know I sound crazy, but hear me out. I think once you can pass the test it will come to you, right? If you can pass the test of wanting something and wanting it so bad that you're just going to get it from wherever you can get it from, right? If you feel like you can surpass that level and you can prove that, then I think that's when it will come. We'll see, but I'm done. So I think we should all think about that. Like, why have a friend with benefits? Just because it's good? Like, that's it. Like, men are starting to become pieces of meat. That's what men are becoming now, and I don't want it to be like that. I'm so over it. I've always been asexual. Our waiting season is about us passing the test. Ultimately, that's all I'm trying to say. And in order to pass the test, you have to do the most difficult thing. You have to stop doing what it is that you are getting a test on. You have to stop. You have to stop. As soon as you stop, you're good. That's all about faith and believing in your future, believing in what you want to come to you. So when it comes to relationships and love, long story short, wait for it. This is your waiting season. Take this time to pass your test, which means that whenever a man hits you up or whenever someone hits you up on that lustful shit, or if anybody hits you up on that, oh, you know what I'm saying, what you doing, like, you know, cut that off. If whoever is not treating you like a queen, unless they're your friend, like, and I mean strictly friend, which is very rare, so I doubt that. But unless they are your friend, you need to stop fucking around with them. You're failing all your tests. I know it's lonely. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here to tell you guys how to practice self-love, how to live your best life, how to do what you want to do with yourself, be yourself, attract what you want by yourself. But if you're not passing your test, what's the point? That's what your waiting season's all about. Boom. Got him. Now, when it comes to career, when it comes to what you want to do, okay, in this life, I feel like this has always been my biggest struggle with the waiting season. I've been waiting for so long, you guys. When I tell you, it's been like 5 years waiting, right? And it's because I'm in a variety of different fields, right? So YouTube is a good example of what I'm going through right now. Like, I'll get on YouTube, I'll get off YouTube. I'll get on YouTube, I'll get off YouTube. And then I wonder why I haven't blown up on YouTube yet. You get what I mean? So my lesson, because like we said, in our waiting season, we're just trying to learn a lesson. My lesson here is to just keep going with the things that I'm doing. And this is going to get deeper. It's going to get deeper. There's some things that you do, such as me on YouTube, right? There's some things that you do that you just feel so much resistance with because you don't kind of know what you're doing, right? It's like, in the past for YouTube, I've always had struggles with figuring out where to set up. I always figured out what I was going to say. I always knew once I got past the initial part of the video, but setting up has always been a struggle for me. And in return, that makes me get resistance, which in turn makes me not do it at all, right? But if I change that, I actually find a good setup where I'm comfortable, where I'm able to talk, where I'm able to do what I want to do and be able to express myself without having to worry about my camera and the location. Like, everything changes. Everything changed. Now I'm starting to make more videos. Same thing with music. I had so much resistance with music, not only because of the industry, but because it was tough to learn. Music is very tough to learn when it's not natural for you. Like, I've always been good at production, music production, digital, audio. I'm a techie, so I've always been good at digital. But with like instruments, I got a guitar, I got a piano, all that shit. It's hard to learn. It's not as easy to learn as digital for me. So what did I do? Felt resistance, ultimately leading me to not do it at all. So what did we learn here? Keep going, find a new angle, find a different way to attack what it is that's stopping you, that's making you have so much resistance. Okay, stop it. So I'm going to wrap this video up by talking about opportunities and how the waiting season for opportunities is the same thing as relationships and the same thing with career, job, and what you want to do with your life. Opportunities are the same exact way. You have to learn a lesson with these opportunities. You have to pass the test. Okay? If you get an opportunity that does not suit you and you accept it, you're going down a completely different path than you are trying to get on. You have failed the test. Opportunity. If you're supposed to be working to get into the tech field, for example, right? You're supposed to be working towards that, but people are hitting you up and saying, hey, let's smoke, let's do this, that, and the third, and you go smoke with them, you have failed the test. So what happens when you do stay inside and you do actually work on what you need to work on? Or what happens when you deny the opportunity that does not fit where you're trying to go? What happens then? You pass the test. You pass the test. And what you do is you keep passing the test. The more tests you pass, the more you will move on to the next grade, to the next level. It's the same thing. School is literally the same thing as life. Apply that to your opportunities. Apply that to your career. Apply that to your finances. Apply that to your health and wellness journey. Apply that to your love and relationship, singleness, waiting journey. Apply it to all of that. And you will pass the test. I have faith in you. You will pass the test. You will get through it. You will upgrade. You will keep upgrading as soon as you pass those fucking tests. Okay, I'm done rapping, you guys. I'm done. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. And if you love this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up so more people like you can see this video. In the meantime, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace and love.